Okay, refer to your neck layout for the measurements. We're going to start with this block of wood. Now this is wide enough for the headstock and long enough that we can make the whole neck out of one block of wood. Now I'm going to plane the top of this first. And then we're going to start just to lay out the side view of the neck. Here I'm just putting in where the headstock will go and the angle that it's at. The headstock's at about a 15-degree angle to the top of the neck. And now, depending on what profile you've chosen, lay out the thickness of the neck. And now I'm just making this line equal to the thickest part of the profile you've chosen. You don't actually have to taper it at this point. And here I'm marking where the nut's going to be positioned. And I'm going to actually refer to the nut that you've ordered just to get a precise measurement of how thick it is. The one I've got is about 3/16 of an inch, which is about 6 millimeters. And I'm just going to square up that mark of where will be where the fretboard actually starts, although we're marking it on the side for now. You can see here how the fretboard is going to lay on top of the neck. Then the nut will be positioned there. Now, for purposes of measuring, the fretboard and the neck will meet the body at the 19th fret. So I'm going to place the fretboard on the side and measure down to the 19th fret. Make a little adjustment to the camera. I'm just lining it up at where the fretboard meets the nut, and then here at the 19th fret is where the neck will meet the body. I'm going to mark that on the side. Turn this around here so you can see what I'm doing. And do double check this and make sure you've got this measurement right, because if you don't cut this at the right spot or at the right fret, you may be redoing it. I'm just marking that as the 19th fret, and I'm going to square it off with the top of the neck. Now this is just a reference point for how we're going to lay it out. because the neck is actually at an angle to the body. It's about a 4 to 5 degree angle. Again, I'm just double checking and making sure that I'm at the right fret with my measurement. Now again, referring to the neck layout, I'm going to go ahead and draw out where the tenon that goes into the body is located. Here you can see where that angle comes into play. That line is actually where the top of the center block will meet the neck. And it's good to just verify that you've got the proper angle. We're looking between 4 and 5 degrees. And we use that angle to make sure that our string action is right on the fretboard, and we have to allow for, one, the arch of the top, because it graduates from about 1/4 of an inch at the neck to almost 3/4 of an inch at its thickest part. Plus, you also have the bridge sitting on top of that, and you have to have a certain angle to the bridge for it to work properly. And now I've gone ahead and laid out the tenon. Then I'm going to square this line to the tenon. This will actually be the base of the neck where it meets the body. I'm just going to kind of draw in so you can see that will be the heel of the neck as it goes into the body, and then the tenon will go into the center block. Now I'm going to mark where the nut goes here and just transfer this at a right angle to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing here for our mark at the 19th fret. And then we're just going to lay out the same thing on the other side of the neck, off those reference lines, so that both sides are the same. And once you have it drawn out, we'll cut that off there, and then we'll take the excess wood out of here and save that wood. There's a nice bit there that we can use in other places. Okay, now we're going to continue on shaping the neck. We're going to use the aluminum bars, and we're going to cut out the headstock. Get those clamped on, make sure they're nice and square across that line. Then take your flush cut saw and saw off that excess wood. and save that triangular block. It will come into play. It's good to use it to help clamp down the neck as we continue working on it.